Walking on the stage and saying, hello, I am Ravish Agarwal, a communication coach, feels safe. And that's because everybody does it. But the problem is this hello is costing you. Because when you walk on the stage, your audience is like, yeah, so what? Another one with hi, I am, this is my designation and all of that. Understand, people don't remember you because you said a hello. They remember you when you give them something to remember you by. So here are 5 ways in which you can start your speech so that the room remembers you. And how you're going to do it? Let's check it out. First, make a promise, not just a flat introduction. So instead of saying, I'm going to teach you about leadership communication and how it impacts your presence in boardrooms, that's boring. Start with, by the end of my presentation, you will have 3 observations about you as to why your communication style is not working. And most importantly, 3 action steps of how to rectify it. Now, when you make a promise, make sure to keep it also. Second, walk with something that they don't expect, a prop. I remember a storytelling competition where I walked in with a boy cut hair wig, literally looking like a chubby boy. And everybody in the room was like, what? Like, why? Why is she dressed like a boy? And what's with the wig? For the first 5 minutes, everybody's eyes were on me simply because they couldn't decipher. And after 5 minutes, they understood that I was referring to me being a tomboy till the time I was about the age of 12. Now, understand, you can walk into a presentation with a prop, maybe carry an envelope, maybe carry a Rubik's Cube, carry anything. Just link it to your speech, because when you carry a prop, the brain is engaged with curiosity, and you can always use it to deliver your message better. Third, start from the mid of the story. Yes, I keep screaming and shouting about storytelling, but a very specific nuance is if you can start from the mid-sentence. I remember I was enjoying this hot chocolate sitting in one of the poshest cafes in Paris, and my phone buzzed. And it was the message that I didn't want to receive. And for 3 weeks, I was dreading. And the moment I read it, I knew I was done for. Now, you do not know what am I talking about. You do not know who am I referring to, what's the message, what's the context. But what you do know is that there is something about it. You want to know the beginning, you want to know the ending, so you can join the pieces of puzzle together. Until the time I don't give you all the pieces, you'll be hung up with me, curious, willing to know more. Number 4, ask them a question that makes them question themselves. Instead of entering a room and saying, today we're going to talk about the importance of IQ and EQ in this world, in the world of entrepreneurship, ask them a question like, have you done something that technically, logically felt absolutely right, but emotionally, it bothered you? It just did not sit right with you. And I promise you, a question like that will make your audience introspect. Imagine a story, imagine an incident, an anecdote. And when they all are on the same page with you, whatever you say, wherever you take them, they follow along. Number 5, say something that everybody doesn't have the courage to say. Listen, I believe that as individuals, you should live as they can love me, they can hate me, but they cannot ignore me. Being opinionated is very important. I remember meeting this leader who said, I have very strong opinions about the way women work and the work culture around them. I said, why don't you talk about it? Well, because, people would not agree with it. Okay, does everybody need to agree with it? No. So when she started her talk, I told her, what would Indra Nooyi say? All the times when leaders like Indra Nooyi or Leena Nair have talked, they have talked about disparity. They have talked about how much women have to sacrifice. They have to talk about the biological clock that's ticking. And yes, it's uncomfortable, but it's something that not everybody has the courage to talk about. And if you have that, I promise you, you will have an organic followership, because there's someone who will definitely agree to your opinion. Listen, opening a speech is not just a formality of saying, hello, I'm going to tell you this. Opening is making the first meeting, the first introduction, kind of like the love at first sight on stage with your audience. And if you don't do it right, your chances of them remembering you are not there. It's pretty much negligible if you ask me. So while you're an expert, you need to make sure that you tailor your message and especially your beginning in a way that they want to remember you, they want to listen to you, they want to focus on you. And here are the 5 things I talked about. First, make a promise, but keep it. Second, walk in with something in your hand, maybe a prop. Third, ask them a question that makes them question themselves. Fourth, it's okay to have strong opinions. Fifth, start from the mid of the story. Let them join the puzzle pieces themselves. So if you have been in the rooms where your content is world class, but your delivery is meh, and you know it, I'm not being harsh, I'm just being candid here. It's time you work on it. Because, buddy, I'll be honest, watching the videos will give you the idea as to how you can work on it. But working on communication requires a comprehensive approach, understanding your challenges and creating new behaviors. And if you are someone who wants to work with a coach one-on-one to figure out how you become a more world-class speaker, how you become more effective in your presentations, how do you become more memorable in your message delivery, there's a link in the description. It's a form. Go click it. Make sure to fill it and my team will connect with you. And then let's get on a clarity call and figure it out together. But most importantly, make sure that you share this video with someone, because if you want to grow, you make sure that other people grow along with you. And that's why I say sharing is caring. See you next time.